Hello everyone, I am DandelionFunky, the Dandelion Vtuber, and we are continuing Cognition, an Erica Reed thriller. Also, I just made the connection, even though I've played this game most of the way before, plus the 4 hours we played yesterday, the cursor kind of looks like one of those like Ouija board thingies, right? Right? It would be kind of funny if there was like a Ouija board with like that actually had like voice commands like Luigi. El. Oh.
The pipes go to other areas of the building.
So I'm still at this point. I may have to load one back. I guess I've done everything that I'm supposed to here. Niche.
Is there something in that wall?
The things we find with a fresh set of eyes. Is there a glory hole? Fascinating. What are you, my dear?
There's a photo inside. What do we have here? A photo? Who's leaving these? And who are you?
I bet those go with the photographs that are already in
I'm
my...
going to email a digital picture of this to my computer so I can look at it later.
Oh, wow. I can't combine... Okay. Okay, so I think we're done here. I was afraid that since I couldn't get the figure, the noose figure hanging, that maybe I had encountered a glitch, because very rarely, like, you know, that can happen with point-and-click adventure games. That's why it's always good to save a lot when there's one that you haven't played before. Just in case, like, just to keep yourself from getting locked in like a an unbeatable game through a glitch, so that I could just, you know, go back 5 minutes before you did this, that, or the other. Alright, so I have the woman's photo now. Just use my desk for a moment. Such a weird animation that she does to get into her desk. It looks like the animation that she goes into, like the posture that she goes, like this right here feels like a very unnatural pose to just go into. I feel like once she's at her desk, I feel like the natural thing would be to just go ahead and put her fingers on the keyboard instead of...
All right. I got the woman's photo here. Now let's see what I can find. All right. I should look for any details that can tell me who this woman is. Nothing. Nothing.
Probably this.
What is that on her bracelet? Her name? Sarah. All right.
That took you longer to read that than maybe you should have.
It with something.
And why not? I don't think I should search the Cane Killer case. Cases database.
This is not what I'm looking for. Think, Erica.
I'm doing my best, Erica. Yeah, I fell asleep on the recliner today. Oh, hello, Fakey Majace. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to find who the fuck this photo is.
This is not... I don't have anyone to... I don't have any...
I need to just exit the computer to, like... I don't want to do the Cane Killer case stuff. Nuh-uh. But yeah, my brain is still dusting off the cobwebs because I woke up about an hour ago. Because... Oh, scared. You know... That sort of thing.
This is...
Alright, cases database. Let's see. How about, let's just, no. No luck catching them killers. I mean, this is episode 1 of 4. So I have some time. Yeah, no luck catching them killers. It's like, yeah, but my immaculate Hot Fuzz reference. I think that requires me to have watched Hot Fuzz. Which one, which movie is Hot Fuzz? Is that the one with Simon Pegg, or is that like the one with the... There's this one thing where it was like a cop with short shorts and cowboy boots. Oh yeah, the one with Simon Pegg. What's the one with the short shorts? Reno 911 or something? There used to be ads for it all the time on like one of the channels that I used to watch on TV. It might have been a TV show instead, but it was like a comedy thing. The dude had like the stereotypical like aviator pilot shades and a big bushy mustache and like a beige cop outfit with short shorts and like cowboy boots.
This...
You know what? I should flip over the back of the picture that I have. The actual picture. Because the other thing had writing on the back. I might as well. Alright, hold on. Ugh. You know how sometimes, like, when you first get up, you have, like, some serious cobwebs in there? I have some serious cobwebs in my brain and mind. And I'm awake, but also still kind of... So... There we go. Okay. Let's roll. I just like shook my head really hard to give a good to the brain.
I wonder who she is.
Not all hangings are suicide victims. Search closer. Okay, then that would put her in... That's probably like a... We put her... Like, she's probably in the database under suicide. Because the killer's obviously like, she's miscategorized. Also, we really should get rid of that egg sandwich. Because I think that egg sandwich has been there on the table for a good 10 hours. That sandwich it is past. F's in chat for the egg sandwich.
This isn't... I already have what...
You already have what you need, okay. Hanging. Okay.
This is her. The woman from that picture. Let's see... I remember a little about this case. Davies and Sully handled it. And she was buried at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Same as Scott.
Name, Sarah Noel Goodman. Cause of death, suicide, hanging. Date of incident, field empty. Investigating officer, Benjamin Trowler. Follow-up investigators, Jared Sullivan, Madison Davies. Victim was found in the master bathroom, suspended from the neck. The point of hanging was an overhead light fixture. A nearby shower stool was on its side below the victim, its position consistent with being stood on and then kicked aside. Conversation with the husband, Robert, brought forth that victim was diagnosed with cyclothymic disorder approximately 1 year past and had been prescribed Klonopin. Medication bottles found in the house were all discovered empty. No children or parents. She is survived only by her husband. He was out of the country on business at the time of the suicide, but remains strongly convinced of her innocence regarding the act. She was buried in Mount Auburn Cemetery. Follow-up investigation. Robert Goodman, the victim's husband, has been insistent enough at his conviction of Sarah's innocence that the case has been temporarily reopened. A further interrogation was made with Robert, but beyond getting a recorded testimony, there was little more to follow up and nothing came to light that offered any new leads. Case will continue as a closed suicide.
One evidence form coming up.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for your salutes for the young. Those who die too soon. I finished watching all of Forensic Files and I'm now watching closed cases. Or not closed cases, but the cold case files. I watched the first episode of that.
Let's see what this gets me.
It's a paper. And of course, it went to the Victoria's Secret compartment, as seems like every item in this game is in there. Including... Do I still have the box of donuts? Do I no longer have... Oh yes, I do still have a big box of donuts in there. They're warm now.
Oh man, those look good.
Do they though? I think they're probably sweaty by now. Do they though?
They won't let us get our hands on evidence without these.
I probably need to give that evidence form to Gwen, because she's in charge of the evidence. Hello!
I have a request for you.
Yeah?
I'm looking for some evidence on a case from a couple of years back.
Well, aren't you in luck? We just moved archives from the past 3 years back here. Anything further back, it'll be a nightmare.
Hopefully
She
it'll
kind
be
of looks like
around.
Gwen
Do
Stacy.
you have your evidence form?
Here you go.
All right, just 1 minute.
She sounds super stressed.
There are more tapes, but this was all I could find.
Okay, thank you.
Just tapes? Okay. I'm gonna have to steal the tape recorder from the morgue, aren't I? Okay.
The elevator.
All right. Reason number 4,000 that I'm fired. I'm like any like if not for the plot armor, like the protection of the genre of the point and click adventure game, I'd be so fired. Although, like in lore, you could probably say that she gets to be fast and loose because her father is like a good friend of like the.
That's my old buddy.
I remember this part.
Buddy?
Yo! It works like an ultra...
Okay, I don't need
See you later.
Alligator.
after a while, crocodile. I do remember what I think I have to do. This was something that I deeply remembered. Because it was one of those moments where I was like, yeah, no, she still working on that guy, huh? You wouldn't be able to lift his arm by that point. I get that the animation was probably old. Like they were like they wouldn't have made new animations for every single time you come in here. But at this point, I would guess that it's been long enough for rigor mortis to set in. You would not be able to lift the arm like that.
Gallagher prefers her.
Agent Reed, what are you doing? Stop messing with my equipment.
I was wondering if I could borrow your tape recorder.
No, you can't.
It'll only be a minute.
I said no.
The coroner's just freakishly strong. You just hear from the other side of the room the of her just like snapping the arm in half. The bones are meant to pop. Wait. The bones are meant to pop. I'm just doing my job. Just completely just like breaking the body into pieces, ruining the autopsy. All right. So, based on this, I have like a very limited... I'm pretty sure autopsy specialists use some like thing to soften the body. Now I have psychic damage. Yeah. They, I was gonna say... I just realized like what I was getting ready to say would have the opposite effect. It's like, yeah, they lay a Penthouse magazine over the eyes and then they wait about like 30 minutes and then it'll be hard for the first 30 minutes, but then the whole body will soften after and be much more pliable to do your job.
Buddy?
Yo!
I could use your help with Gallagher.
What do you want me to do?
You said your new hobby is to get on Gallagher's nerves. Can I see you in action?
That would make my day.
Wait 2 minutes and then meet me at the morgue.
Ah. Hello, Dr. Cadaver. Anything up?
Bulby, what a surprise.
Okay,
I was
this
just
is...
thinking about you. My pet cockroach just died, and I wanted you to run an autopsy.
Oh my lord.
Please, it's very important. I'm very sentimental about it.
Bulby, you should go back to your hole upstairs before I make you part of my job.
I'm sure I could liven things up around here.
I'm past counting to 10.
Okay. So I had to do something different last time, and this is much better. Okay, so last time I played this, there's actually like a slight variation that happens. The original time I played, I didn't know. The best something that, yeah, it is. I was like thinking about that. That is an amazing, like, I'll make you part of my job. Anyway, so there, like, Terrence asks you to help him with his stuff, right? And what you're supposed to do to help him, and I did that in the last stream, is pretend that you're Davies when you're in her office and email Gallagher and tell her to let him put his stuff, like to let him store his stuff with hers. But if you don't do that, Terrence will not help you here. Terrence will not do that for you. And so what you end up having to do is flip the fire alarm, and then while everyone's outside, you have to go over the desk and through the forensic area to get to the thing. This was like less illegal. All right. So let's go take a look at this.
I hope Gallagher doesn't miss this much.
She's gonna miss it a lot. There's no way she wouldn't. Okay.
All right, plugged in.
October 12th, 2008, recordings of case 342980, Sarah Goodman's death.
Mr. Goodman, can you recall the events of the last time you saw your wife?
It was last Wednesday. I had to leave again for a business trip.
What do you do, Mr. Goodman?
I'm the vice president of a goods export company. My job involves a lot of travel.
Did your wife approve of your lifestyle?
No, Sarah was never happy about it, especially after we moved to Boston. We lived in a small town in California, but with the promotion, I had to move to the headquarters.
She was alone.
Did your wife have any friends or acquaintances?
No, Sarah was very lonely.
Was she depressed?
Where are you going with this?
Please answer the question.
Yes, Sarah was on antidepressants, but she would have never done this to herself.
Mr. Goodman, let's go back to that last meeting with her. Was your wife upset that night?
Our anniversary was last Wednesday. She was sad I was going to spend another one away, so we had dinner at our favorite restaurant. But I had to leave from there, so we walked to the closest train station. I looked at my cell phone when I was leaving, and I
Why
told
does it
her
sound different?
It was our time. Inside joke. I handed her a note. The note said,
Damn.
That's odd. It's like the
What would I
tape has
need
been...
to reenact that time.
This sounds like the tape was tampered with. Or like this is a copy of the tape that's been edited. Which is strange. Okay, I'm going to shut the door real quick. Rosie popped it open. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take another listen to it again. Maybe I have to go to the penthouse. Okay, so I don't have the option to go to the penthouse, wherever that would be.
Ready to go.
I guess I'll go back to the FBI Boston HQ. Favorite threat from a doctor thing is from Red versus Blue. Do you know what this is? It's a research center. It has a lab incinerator and oodles of state-of-the-art surgical equipment. Would you like to see them? Cuts to horrific screaming. You fit to answer any more questions? Sure, just let me put them back together. You know, the Humpty Dumpty style. It works. You just have to make sure you have a hole in the butt for the hand to make the guy move like a puppet. I still feel like I should be able to like slide these. Obviously they're something. Although they look like pieces missing from like the same photo. Or same place, different thingies. I know that's like different photos. Same place. That's what I meant to say. I'm gonna talk to John and see if we've got any more insights from him. Maybe he knows something about where to go from here. Why is he yellow now? Why is he suddenly just like bathed in light like some sort of detective angel?
McCoy?
Red?
I found something really interesting.
Yeah?
Whoever did this left clues behind that are pointing to another old case.
Go on.
Well, here's the thing. This other case, it was a hanging too, but it was closed as a suicide. Apparently the husband insisted it was a murder.
What do you think?
I need to gather more info.
Keep me posted.
I'm going to go back.
Go get him, Red.
This is not going to work with this.
How about these scraps of paper?
Those two don't work together.
I mean, it could.
This is not going to work with this.
How about...
I don't have a reason to do that now.
Okay, that's an interesting thing. I don't have a reason to do that now. Yeah, I'm right. I am going to have to give him the donuts at some point later. I bet, like, at some point, this is just my guess, I'm probably going to have to do something about some of those folders that are on his desk. And it'll be a trade. A trade.
October 12th, 2008. Recordings of case 342980, Sarah Goodman's death. Mr. Goodman, can you recall the events of the last time you saw your wife?
3, it was last Wednesday.
2, 9.
I had to leave again for a business trip.
What do you do, Mr. Goodman?
I'm the vice president of
I'm not allowed to
export
move.
company. My job involves a lot of travel.
Where'd my mouse go?
Your lifestyle?
No, Sarah was never happy about it.
I don't get to have a
Especially
mouse.
After we moved to Boston. We lived in a small town in California, but with the promotion, I had to
That's
move
what
to the
Disney said
headquarters.
Did your
when
wife
Mickey
have any friends or acquaintances?
was supposed to become
Sarah
open
was
domain.
Very lonely.
Depressed?
Ah.
Where are you going with this?
Please answer the question.
Yes, Sarah was on antidepressants, but she would have never done this to herself.
Mr. Goodman, let's go back to that last meeting with her. Was your wife upset that night?
Our anniversary was last Wednesday. She was sad I was going to spend another one away, so we had dinner at our favorite restaurant.
I think it's weird that the cassette
So we walked to the closest train station.
goes really
I
deep
looked
like
at my
this,
cell phone when I was leaving, and I told her it was our time.
right? That means totally that the cassette was probably tampered with.
I handed her a note. The note said,
Damn. What would I need to reenact that time?
Go to the restaurant. I may need to go over to the antique store and talk to Rose again. Maybe. Yeah, I'll go over to Rose. See if Rose can help me. Because maybe there's some sort of psychic power. Maybe this is time to unlock a new, like, psychic power or something. Yeah, I'm trying to take deep breaths to be like, I'm still not all the way awake, and I apologize for that. I'm doing my best. But I can feel, like, the equivalent of, like, my brain feels like it's filled with mud. And I guess as a flower, that's okay, but also...
Hello, Rose.
Hello, my dear.
Hello.
I'm gonna...
Goodbye.
I'm gonna get...
Goodbye.
Nothing. All right. Oh! Sarah is in the same cemetery as
I wonder
Scott,
if I
so
can
maybe...
find Sarah's grave here. Oh, that was so embarrassing.
She's still here.
Sarah, where are you?
Cordelia probably knows where everything's at if she's just here
Where
all the
have I
time.
seen her before? I better leave her be. It was embarrassing enough already. Sarah, where are you? Sarah Goodman, here you are.
Really? Just like right next to Scott. I feel like that really is a testament to how often she does not go see Scott. Because if you were
I'm
going...
not too sure what I'm expecting to find here.
Like, because if you were going somewhere like every day, or like often enough, you would know what tombstones are directly to the left or right of who you're seeing all the time. Wouldn't you?
Sarah Goodman, a loving wife,
Especially because I
a
think
life
like...
gone too soon. Yeah.
Gonna have lunch. What you
Sarah
gonna
Goodman.
eat? What you gonna eat?
There's something under those leaves. What is this?
Pasta. Okay. Enjoy your pasta.
It's an old locket.
Meatballs. Pasta and meatballs. Don't you mean spaghetti?
Could this have belonged to Sarah?
No. Boy, boy. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, that is a great shot. That was an amazing, like, cinema,
Oh
like...
God, she was murdered. Poor woman.
I think I already did the cutscene.
I better leave. This clearly belonged to Sarah. Did Robert leave it at her grave?
That doesn't make sense. But yeah, that was much easier. Getting the cassette tape player was much easier this time. I prefer helping out Terrence rather than having to use the fire alarm to make him leave and jump over the fucking counter and shit. Time sensitive stuff. Because like also you had to do it very quickly because he would come back. Time sensitive stuff in point and click adventure games can be rough because you can't really control how fast the character moves. Not really.
This clearly belonged to Sarah. Did Robert leave it at her grave?
All right, why did I take that? If I can't do anything with it. See what John has to say.
This is not going to work with this. McCoy?
Red? How's the case? Well, you know what to do.
I'm going to go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
All right, now what? I think I better go back over to the cemetery. There might be more clues that I missed. I need to double check. I really hope that I didn't, like, miss an actual cutscene. I don't think I did. I think I watched it, and then it was just thinking that the cutscene wasn't done yet. Don't know, though. Don't know.
The graves have a certain beauty to them, and it all feels so peaceful. It's weird that I can feel this here, especially after what happened here 3 years ago.
Yeah, I get that, but like, I guess I have a different opinion about graves, I guess. They are kind of peaceful. My uncle is a minister, and they have like a small cemetery that they take care of. That's part of the church. And so the fact that they do that, it almost feels not quite extended family, but a facet of my life. And I don't... I mean, I wouldn't go to a cemetery at night, but I don't fear cemeteries necessarily the same way as a lot of people do. Oh, so that just straight up...
Sarah Goodman.
Okay, so I can't do anything with Sarah's gravestone anymore. Okay. So I have nothing to do here anymore. I don't think I have anything new here, but like... Once again, just double, triple
Hello, Rose.
checking.
Hello, my dear.
I'm gonna get...
Goodbye, my dear.
Sometimes in a game like this, it's just like, is there a new hook here? How about over here? Over there, maybe? And it is what it is. Morgue, post office, Boston HQ. I think I'm going to go for a quick break and I'll be back. Use restroom and all that other good stuff. So I will be back after a short break. Welcome back, everyone. It just occurred to me earlier, while I was in the restroom, how if you follow me on Tumblr at the same time that, like, that I'm streaming, you know, suddenly I'll be like, I'm gonna go on break. And then suddenly, like, several reblogs occur on Tumblr. Yeah, I'm the type of person who surfs Tumblr while on the toilet. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
This is not going to work with this. This guy looks like he might...
I don't have any reason to be at the post office yet. The location hasn't went away, so there must be something. But so far, no. Why not? Why not go to the crime scene? It's fine. It's fine.
The roof is a dead end.
Okay, I'm starting to run out of directions in which I think I should go. Pick a location, any location. Okay.
I need to enter...
Thought about briefly, like, seeing if I could...
That won't work there.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
These look like pieces of the same picture. Who is this person? These look like pieces of the same picture. Who is this person?
So I can't use psychic powers on this. No. I think there is definitely something that I'm missing. And at this point, I might as well look it up. I'm gonna look it up. I shall humble myself and look up what I'm supposed to do. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and look it up real quick. I will be right back. That feels more interesting, I guess. Rather than me being like... Alright. Be right back. Okay. Do I know what I'm doing? No. It says go to an alleyway. The guide told me to go to an alleyway, but I don't think I have an alleyway unlocked. So I may have encountered a glitch anyway. So that's great. I love that.
I'm already on.
So that's neat. Oh, and hello, fake emojis. Welcome. Welcome back. Did you enjoy your pasta? What does or does not make pasta and meatballs not spaghetti? Is it just that the pasta is not long pasta, or is that like a difference?
The roof is a dead end.
Yeah, it's not giving me the option to go to an alleyway. What did I do or not do that makes it so that that hasn't popped up? So... there's something that I either haven't done or there was a glitch that occurred. I think there was a glitch that occurred. I just can't remember when was the last time I saved. That very thing that I was saying was like, yeah. Drat. Because for whatever reason it didn't trigger. Oh. Was it like... Okay. Yeah, I think it was like a good hour. Do you like the pre-rendered backgrounds? Yeah, I think that it's like a neat concept to like make it... I think that they were like trying... Like it was a combination of two different things. One... They were trying to make it look like a comic book. And two, they probably didn't have a lot of money. I did some research about the game in between, like I was reading the Wikipedia in between the yesterday's stream and today. And apparently this was a Kickstarter funding. Like this was Kickstarter funded. So, and like, I think the time that this was being kickstarted, it wasn't where like Kickstarter or GoFundMe were like seriously big. But yeah, that it can be pretty rough, you know? Like you only have as much money as you have. Unlike with other games, you can ask a producer or something like, hey, we actually need a little bit more time or a little bit more money. With a Kickstarter, you can't just say that to a crowd. It's just not the same. Do I have the locket? I think it glitched. I think there was a glitch. Yeah, sorry. I'm actually like... I'm still trying to find what I am supposed to be doing. Because I've reached... I've reached a problem. Whatever. Okay. So there's supposed to be an alleyway that I'm supposed to be able to go to. But I don't see it. I don't think it gave me the next prompt. Whatever. I'm gonna... There's like a assortment of different things. Based on the guide, apparently some of the things that I have, I got before the guide did. And there are some things that I haven't gotten. So I'm gonna have to read the whole fucking paragraph to see what I did do and what I haven't done. Because we didn't do shit in the same order. But that can happen in detective games. Going into the boss's room that I broke open. Let's see.
Information on some of our latest cases. This is called Say goodbye to your badge.
But yeah, the models in this game are, they're a bit whack, aren't they? I'm gonna check the guide one more time. And, like, give the whole thing a really good look. So I will be right back. Found what I didn't do. I found it. Very small detail, which can happen. I wondered why, because my thought process was, okay, so we need to check out Robert. I have no idea about this fucking alleyway, but there's the thing about Robert. In order to be able to use our powers and go back to look at the past, why don't I have a hook about where the fuck he goes? Because they mentioned he lived at a penthouse. Why don't we go back to the penthouse? And the answer is I was supposed to look up I didn't look up Robert in the computer. Boop, boop.
No known current address. I should see if I can speak to this guy.
Name: Robert Booth Goodman. Rockwood, that's Michigan, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. Okay, yeah, because that's Michigan. Because Mississippi is MS, and I think Missouri is MO. Question mark. So Rockwood, Michigan. Oh, he has the same birthday as me. The first two parts, not the month, or not the year. The year is significantly different, but January 12th is my birthday.
I don't need to request any evidence right now.
Pertaining to file. Okay. Okay, is that all? No? Because she didn't say anything. Okay. File ID 003429880.
I don't need to request.
All right.
I already have what. I already have. Hey, babe. We haven't spent time together in a while. Was wondering if you'd like to rent a movie and watch it at my place this weekend. Sully.
Ooh.
Sully. How many times do I have to tell you not to call me babe? Cool. I could use a couple hours away from all this.
No, you're spending time with Sully. I have decided.
Figures. Dad avoids visiting Scott. Maybe that's why he decided to bury him there, so that he could be as far away from his memory as possible.
That's pretty shit.
I don't have anything to tell him right now.
Type of felony. Some of these things are not like the others. Firearms, poisoning, hanging, sharp weapons, explosive, voodoo, werewolves, vampires, witchcraft, disease, accident, bank robbery, vehicle theft, and smuggling. I have many questions about this universe. Maybe it's not so weird that I have psychic powers and I'm a detective. Because they casually are just like, yeah, voodoo, werewolves, whatever. It's fine. You know, if it's this kind of world that, like, how would you try, like, a werewolf or, like a werewolf? That would be, like, if a werewolf, like, if someone turns into a werewolf and basically goes into their, like the rabid werewolf kind, where they just, like, mindlessly attack and everything and they murder somebody. Do they get accidental manslaughter? Like, I would think that, like, I would think, legally, if you didn't know you were a werewolf, and you turn into a werewolf, and you kill people, for the first time, you maybe get, like, a slap on the wrist, and maybe get, like, a couple nights in jail or something, vehicular, like accidental manslaughter. You still killed people, you still have to do reparations, but you didn't know it was going to happen. But if you know that it depends if the werewolf turns into an actual wolf-like animal or if it's an actual monstrous wolf-type beast. Well, I think that, like, the first time they get some slack if they didn't know that they were going to be turned into a werewolf. But I think that after the first time, if they continue to not make precautions to prevent themselves from hurting people, so like making sure that they're locked up in a house or something, making sure that they're chained down on the night of the full moon or whatever, and not, like, just being in fucking public or whatever, I think that they would get the same charges as someone who drives drunk. Where, like, the type of consequences of, like, you knew that if you drive drunk, like really drunk, you're unsafe. You should have done precautions, got an Uber. If you choose to drive intoxicated and you get into a wreck and you kill people in that wreck, you are charged with vehicular manslaughter and you go to jail for murder because you chose to drive when you were in a intoxicated, not good state. So the fault is on you for being irresponsible. I think that that's how it should go with werewolves. Reminds me of an episode of Supernatural where the premise is they meet a family of werewolves who take those precautions. The detail there is wear a little non-pure silver cross as a necklace, just as a reminder. Okay, Rockwood. Maybe I can talk to... Whoops, that's not a pencil. Okay, I need to grab my paper. I got my paper. And my pencil. I've got one of these ones that I got from the store. A local mom and pop shop that has like those really good pencils. It's sparkly and rainbow and it says happy birthday, even though it's not my birthday. C file 00342980. Alright.
Ugh, no.
It's kind of weird that Sully like felt to give the invitation to go hang out, like including calling her babe. He chose to do that through email.
Hey, Erica.
Company
Hey, Gwen.
email. I'm pretty sure no matter whether it's your girlfriend or not, leaving a email on the company email, calling her babe and everything, I feel like that's against company policy. It just, yeah. Is it not? All right, I'm gonna leave. Wait, come back. Yeah, I haven't seen very many episodes of Supernatural. It's not quite my thing. Aw, shit. I've encountered a glitch. Because she was walking away as I clicked the elevator. As she was walking away as I clicked on the elevator, it's still wanting me to click on the thing. Okay.
Hey, Sully.
So, you change your mind about lunch?
No. I need to ask you something.
What is it?
I found your name on a case and I need details. You remember anything about Sarah Goodman?
How can I forget? That was my first case, when McAdams was still in charge. I took the case with Davis.
I like that they have the same
Why
accent.
did the FBI take the case?
Because of the husband. He refused to believe it was a suicide. He had some important and powerful friends, and we got pulled into it.
How did it go down?
The husband had left for a business trip. He was always abroad. When he came back this time, he found his wife hanging in their condo and immediately notified the police.
How did the case get handed off to the FBI?
The detective on the case immediately ruled it a suicide. The husband made some calls, and before you know it, Davies and I were driving to the scene.
So you were there at the crime scene?
Yeah, it was wicked awful. The woman had been dead for a while. Nothing like that for your first real case. Not that it was much of a case, or so Davies thought.
So the husband, this Robert Goodman, he was cleared of all charges?
He was abroad on a business trip. We checked, and his story cleared. He was very disturbed. Nobody's that good an actor.
Do you know where I can find him
Yeah,
now?
that...
As it happens, yeah. I saw him not long ago. He's on the streets.
He is?
Yeah, here's the saddest part of the story. He never gave up on the case. He obsessed over it. Quit his job, spent all of his money, lost his home. And it drove him mad. I dealt with him a lot of times when he would come here to beg for us to reopen the case, saying he had new proof.
So that's who that was. I remember seeing him a few times, yeah. Did you ever look at this new evidence?
Briefly, he went on about the possibility of someone having done this to others, but Davy said we'd be wasting our time, and really, there was nothing concrete. As for where you can find him, he hangs out around Shafter Avenue in Dorchester. I'll send the exact location to your phone.
Who closed the case?
Davies. We did our due research, interrogated Robert Goodman, but there was nothing pointing at murder. We talked to several family members who knew Goodman's wife. They had moved to the city recently from some suburb in California because of the husband's work.
What did the relatives say?
The victim was on antidepressants.
That doesn't mean
They'd
anything.
been living here for a little less than a year, and she wasn't coping well with the move. It all pointed to suicide. So, what's your interest?
I need to look at a couple of things before I can say. I may need your help on this.
Anything you need, Erica.
Thank you, Jared. See you later, Sully.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep, there it is. It's still open and waiting for me. Now we have a destination. Robert's Alley.
That's where Sully said I'd find Robert Goodman.
You know, it just connected that these circles, they're supposed to be like little tacks on a bulletin board. It makes it real FBI-y. Look like a real detective. You've picked quite the spot.
I should ask that man about Robert.
That is Robert. He looks real disheveled, but that looks like Robert.
I'm looking for Robert Goodman. Do you know where I can find him?
Who's looking for him?
I'm Special Agent Erica Reed, FBI. Can you point me to Robert Goodman?
That would be me, Agent. What do you want?
You were married to Sarah Goodman, is that correct?
What about Sarah?
I'm conducting an investigation on her death, and I'd like to ask you a few questions. I was wondering if you can come with me to the station.
I'm sorry, but that's a part of my past I'd rather not relive.
It would really help if you came to the office with me.
No can do. I am fine where I am right now.
How could I convince him?
I hate to rip off the Band-Aid.
Is this Sarah?
Oh, Sarah. Yes, this is her. I don't remember when we took this picture.
Mr. Goodman, I know this is difficult for you. I've read your file. I know what happened. There's new information on this case. I believe we may be dealing with a killer. There are others out there whose lives could depend on your help. Will you please come with me?
I'll come with you, Agent Reed. But I'm not sure I can be of any help.
See, I think what I did was the kind thing to do, but it may not have been the smart thing to do. Because I think,
Okay, Robert is in the interrogation room. I need to tell John.
I think that, like, sorry, my brain just went boop. I think that, like, the fact that, like, he could have been the one who killed her, killed the next person, just because it fits the MO. Maybe, like, he's trying to get people to open the case by killing someone else in a similar way.
McCoy?
Red?
I've brought Robert Goodman with me. He's the husband of that other victim I told you about.
Good. Do you want a good cop, bad cop him?
No, let me handle this one.
All right, let's go. I'll watch from outside.
I heard you have Robert Goodman here.
Yeah. You know, Erica, let the kid handle it with you. This was his case after all. Plus, Sully can do some good grilling.
So you're determined to keep your lazy ass attached to your desk for the whole day?
Nah, I think you should go, McCoy. This is your case now.
So who do you want, Erica?
Okay, so John is my partner, and I know that I work well with him, and he knows about my power. Sully, I don't really know much about him, and he doesn't know about my power. But also, he does have knowledge of the actual event. Can I save first? Also, I really want to ship them together. So do we do logic or love? That is the question.
Come with me, Sully.
Whatever. Okay.
I want to do this on my own.
I'll be right here.
I have to get as much information from him as possible. He's my only lead right now. I need to get into the room for that.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
I have to get as... All right, Mr. Goodman?
I'm only here because of what you showed me.
I know, and I wouldn't have brought you here if this wasn't important.
Oh, I'm not talking. I'm not comfortable.
How can I make you feel better?
I'm a little hungry.
I don't have a reason to do that now.
So...
If you want someone to help you, Agent, it helps to be kind.
He's become a weirdo. What can you do for me?
I have to get... Robert, please stay here. I have to get...
Don't take long.
Yeah, he's gonna just leave.
That's too far...
Too far away! Okay. I wonder, like, there's the option to, like, force him.
Sully?
Erica?
The guy isn't cooperating. Any ideas?
He was always cooperative with us. But if he got hungry, he would get cranky. I was always fetching him something.
Nice. Now I'm dealing with a 3-year-old.
Don't complain. Food is easy.
Thank you, Jared.
Anything you need, Erica.
Y'all.
Sully, I need to head out to do something.
Wait, what? What about Robert?
I'll be back before anyone notices. Trust me on this one.
I'm just going to the vending machine. I'm not even leaving the building.
I need some money for...
Okay, I'm gonna ask John. Although Sully was more likely to be able to give him a couple cents, but apparently not. I bet this is the part where I have to, like, finally use the donuts. The donuts. the the lukewarm donuts.
McCoy?
Red? Go get him, Red.
Or not.
I need some money. This is not going to work with this.
All right. I don't have any money. Hey, boss! Got any quarters? I don't think I can open any other drawer than the one. So, yeah. No. That lighting kind of made it look like my knuckles were dirty.
The old vending machine.
Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Nothing. Now what?
Sully?
Erica?
Thank you, Jack.
Anything?
So I have a box of donuts that I'm not allowed to give this guy. Still don't know what that key is for. Why don't I... Fuck it, I'm going over to the post office. Because I know that there are those cabinets. What if the key goes to one of those? I mean, I doubt it. I feel like the key goes with the antique, but whatever. Here now. Nope.
That wall's got all...
Yeah, I thought so. The key doesn't go with the antique yet. Le pendu.
People actually...
Oops. Popped out my earphone. I think we're at that point in the game where... See, sometimes when I look up something, it ends up causing like a chain of like, I need to look it up again, I need to look it up again. And I need to look for my own hooks. So it just creates a cycle. Maybe I'll ask Terrence. Maybe Terrence will give me some money. Does anyone have spare change?
buddy.
Yo!
See you later.
Alligator!
Nothing. Alright. I think I can give back the tape recorder. Although, I don't think it'll let me. I feel like I'm going to get an earful from Gallagher.
Hello, Dr. Gallagher.
Agent Reed.
I'll be seeing you, Doc.
Good luck, Agent Reed.
Okay, so she hasn't even noticed. And she may not even think it's me. Might just be Terry or something. Maybe she thinks Terrence nabbed it. I am gonna have to look it up, aren't I? Maybe there's like some coin. Oh, I can't go to the alley anymore. I was like, maybe there's like a quarter or something in the alley. Alright. Opening it back up. Okay, I'll be right back. Thank you for being patient about this riveting content. It's one of those things where apparently I just wasn't... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my guide is wrong. I closed it earlier when I was struggling, but I reopened it. I don't like having the thing open, the guide open while I'm like working, like on principle.
The old vending. I need some money.
Sorry. I am going to look up a different guide because the one that I have is not giving me what I need. And I'm getting increasingly frustrated about it. Because all it's saying is like, put coins in the vending machine. It won't let me. It won't let me. I don't have any money.
This is not
apparently.
going to work with this.
And it doesn't say where to get money.
I need some money.
Where do I get money? Because I don't have any.
My little...
Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna check my desk. I'm gonna check my desk. Alright? Oh my gosh.
Drawer.
If there's coins in here, I'm gonna... All around me are familiar faces. It was right fucking there. I didn't notice that there was an interactable... Cool, great. This is actually very reflective of the life that I live. Often surprised by quarters and or other objects being where they shouldn't. Neat. Okay.
Oh, great.
We shoot the vending machine. That's what we do.
Those two don't work together.
Yay! I get to hit it.
Works every time.
Does it though? I'm always worried about breaking it. Alright, back to the interrogation room. And close the guide. Because I don't want it open. I don't even want the window, even though I'm not looking at it. I don't even want it to be available.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, good.
They're booby crisps. They taste like my boob sweat.
You know the other agent? That guy? He was a hell of a lot nicer than you. Always made me feel welcome. You know the other agent?
I don't have a reason to... I have something to show you.
You're wasting your time. I don't want to see it.
I should get him a bit more relaxed first. Robert, please stay here.
Don't take long.
I was nice to you before. I don't understand why he's got to stick up his butt now. I don't really feel in charge of this. This investigation.
Sully?
Erica,
I need some help here.
just wait here. Hey, Mr. Goodman, how are you?
Agent Sullivan, how are you doing?
Not bad, not bad. Listen, I'm gonna cut to the chase here. We need your help.
I tried to give it to you before, and you never listened.
And I'm sorry, Mr. Goodman, I really am. But right now, I need you to talk to Erica. She can do what the rest of us couldn't. Trust me when I say that. Just give her a chance, will you?
I'll talk to her, Agent Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Goodman. I wish I could have done more back then.
I feel like
He's all yours.
That was... Thank you.
I'm just thinking, like, it kind of looks like this bum has been finding, like, dumpster, like, just for men, and just, like, on his hair, but not his beard. Just going dumpster diving. It's like, yeah,
So will
this...
you help me now, Mr. Goodman?
Call me Robert.
Thank you. Your wife, Sarah.
Beautiful woman. Very kind. She didn't deserve what happened to her.
You don't believe she committed suicide?
I didn't believe it was possible at the time.
There's new information, and...
I've spent a long time trying to convince you people she hadn't killed herself. But that was such a long time ago.
Sir, I'm a firm believer that it's never too late for justice. We may have made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, tell that to Agent Davies and Agent McAdams. Are they listening? Agent, those still are very painful memories to me. I'll help you. But I don't see the point in all of this anymore. Sarah is gone, and that's something that will never change.
Did you or your wife have any enemies? Anyone who might have wanted to kill her?
You already have all that information in your case files. Do you have any new information or not?
I don't have a reason.
Why not? He could have put it there.
Do you know this man?
Oh, that's horrible. Why are you showing this to me?
Trust me, I wouldn't show you if I didn't need to. We found him dead last night.
Wait. That's... I do know that man.
Do you know his name?
Yes, of course. He... I don't remember.
Anything that you can help with. Where do you know him from? Anything?
I'm sorry, Agent. I don't remember.
It's like, maybe a little sucky would remind me.
This is not going to work with this. This is not going to work with this. Those two don't work together. I don't have a... All right. I should be able to get into his memories. But first, I need to find a way so that he'll let me touch him.
What are you doing? Don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch me.
I need to get him to stay put.
I could put her photo on the table.
Those two don't work together. This necklace.
My lord. I haven't seen that thing in ages. It belonged to my wife. May I? It was an anniversary gift. Where did you find it?
I visited her grave.
I used to do that, religiously, day after day, until I just stopped. It's a thing of beauty. Just like she was.
Robert, I need you to think back and look for the name of this man in the picture.
I'm trying. I'm remembering the last time I met with my wife. He came up in that conversation. I just can't remember well. The details are...
Robert, please try to think back to that moment.
Have you ever lost someone you love, Agent?
Yeah.
You want to hold on to the memories for as long as you can. But they dissipate through the years. And then all you're left with are the fragments, small moments. I've tried for too long to hold on to a ghost, and it didn't get me anywhere. Now I don't want to remember.
Robert, I know exactly what it is to lose someone you love. I lost my brother to a murderer. And I know what it is to chase ghosts too. But there is a real chance here that if you're right, if your wife was indeed murdered, we may find this person. So please, help us.
It was the last time we met. We were at a train station. I was about to leave on a business trip. Again. Sarah was sad. She didn't want me to go. She hated this town.
Don't blame yourself.
I can't make anything out of this. My visions are too confused. Maybe I should pay Rose a visit. Robert, please stay here. I have to get something done.
Don't take long.
Okay. But yeah, when you go through something like this and you lose someone, whether it's through like a traumatic event, like death is traumatic as it is, but if you lose somebody, yeah, you have the memories. I had a thought, but in a way, we carry them with us. Not just, there's the memories, and there's also the way that they helped your life in life, I suppose. I'm going antiquing. I've only went antiquing once or twice. I'm not really at the point where, like, I'm not really at the buy furniture level in life as someone who still lives with their parents. That's the dream, though, having my own place.
Hello, Rose.
Hello, my dear. How are you doing, my dear? How's that case you were asking about last night?
I'm having some issues with it. Something maybe you could help me with?
Tell everything to Mama Rose.
I'm talking to this man. I need to help him remember something. I can see his memories, somehow. But there are pieces that are missing. Things he can't recall.
People sometimes bury details, but you'd be surprised how much they can remember if pointed in the right direction. Like when the sweet smell of a bakery reminds you of Mom's delicious baked goods.
I should bake
Right.
something.
But how can I figure what will trigger him to remember?
But you can do much more than just that. You can see what they think they have forgotten.
He's a little twitchy already. If I start telling him this stuff...
That is not the way to go about it. You can use your own mind to help them without pronouncing a single word. Think of it as a kind of regression.
Regression? How?
Is there anything in particular you want to remember, my dear?
Sometimes I wish I could go back to the time when my brother was killed.
Oh, my dear. Are you sure this is something you want to do? It can be very damaging to your soul, a thing like that.
I went to the cemetery today, and something's been bugging me ever since. I can't put my finger on what, so I'd like to try to remember.
As you wish. I will be here to help you.
One of the things about time
Close
is that
your eyes.
it helps
Go back to that
soften the blows
That
that have
day.
happened prior.
Remember what happened.
When you see the purple aura on people, that means they are apt for regression. In order to successfully activate the power, you must be able to touch them. That's not a problem with Erica here. She can touch herself. So go ahead and select her and click the Cognition sphere.
I can see him, but I can't quite remember.
What is fuzzy to you right now?
It's silly, but I can't remember the color of his jacket.
What else?
I don't know if he was calm or angry or sad. I can't remember. I always see him angry at me. Angry at...
Try to remember what it really was. not
Hello,
the memory you
Dharma.
think it
Welcome to the
is.
stream.
Tell me when you are ready, my dear.
While in regression, you can nudge different details. I think it was... Hello, Cal. Welcome to the stream. Who is this one?
No, that wasn't it.
Are you sure you want to continue?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure I want to continue.
Let me try again.
Ads. Okay. That it?
No, that wasn't it.
Are you sure you want to continue?
Yeah. Let me try again. No, that wasn't
I'm
it.
pretty
Are
sure
you sure you want to
her suit
continue?
was like
Yeah.
green.
Let me try again.
Like green and yellow, I feel. Yeah, I think it was this.
I think I got it.
Now focus again. Focus on the actual regression and finish that memory you have just manipulated back into what it was.
Oh, she was there. Cordelia was there.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Cordelia?
Who?
Someone I met today. She knows you. I stole a flower from her brother's grave. I'm such a horrible person. Who does that? What kind of a person forgets to bring flowers to her brother and steals them from another grave?
calm down, my dear.
He was calm, Scotty. He had this expression on his face. He knew he would die, yet he had such a calm expression for my sake. He knew I had failed.
But you are still trying, my dear. And he knows that. Wherever he is, he knows that.
It's probably not what it was. I think the adrenaline had faded from his body. He knew he was safe. And it was time to go. Maybe part of it was because he cares about you. He didn't want you to feel sad. But I think he felt safe in your arms. Because you did save him. He knew you would. And it's okay. And even though you don't know who his killer is, you're trying. You know, you're trying. Trying is all that one can ask, as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other wherever you are. You're doing a good job. And that's for everyone, you know? I just realized most of you are coming out of an ad to me crying. Is that what happened? Is that indeed what happened? And I went, oh geez, because like, I don't know why, but my tears always make my eyes sting. And if I try to use my hands to rub my eyes, the stinging gets worse. Ugh. What is going on? She used her regression powers to remember clearly the death of her younger brother, and she was talking about how she failed, and I was just saying no. He wasn't calm for her sake. Mostly he probably genuinely felt safe, and the adrenaline was fading. So a lot of times people who have been like fatally wounded, sometimes the adrenaline, they'll call 911, and then as soon as they're told that the ambulance is coming, they pass on. Because the adrenaline fades. They're like, oh, I'm safe now. And they lose consciousness at that point. So the fact that he died after he was rescued, like, he felt safe. So, interrogation room. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Cal and Darmurph. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna talk to a hobo. The man who bathes in just for men and skips his beard.
Robert.
I'm sorry.
Purple.
Okay, let's see what I can make of this. Sarah was a very beautiful woman. So sad. I can't figure out what color dress she was wearing.
What's the fucking, Invincible music? See, what happened, she's actually just in hiding because when she was when someone attempted to murder her, she had already had like the fucking rainbow star, and so she was invincible. She killed the murderer, she beat the murderer, and then because she didn't want to be in this town anymore, she faked her death and left. And he's just been a really, really sad hobo ever since.
He took a picture of her. Maybe this could help trigger more memories.
I still have the photo, don't I?
They made a nice couple.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go back and look at the case file real quick. Alright. I'm gonna leave her for a moment doing the beep 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 beep.
Robert, please stay here. I have to get something done.
Don't take long.
Because I need to find out. I would guess that the dress in the photograph that's in evidence, as well as if I can get some information about like what the birth date was or things like that, that may be helpful. So I don't have to go back and forth. Let's see if we can get this sequence solved before 8 o'clock, when I usually, you know, pass the torch on to somebody else. So he has the photo now. Alright, so that's like a completely different outfit. But red jacket, black shirt, blue jeans,
These look like pieces of the same picture. Who
okay, I'm
is
gonna
this person?
take a look at the. Oh wait, I was gonna look at the people search as well. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to like completely get out of the chair in order to look at the photo. So I'm gonna just look at their birth dates first. One thing at a time. Cases database. I should probably look. Okay. Date of incident. Why is the field... Why is the date of incident empty? That's weird. Oh. All right, writing her date of birth, which was 3/03/1974. Yeah, again, her death date is empty, which is weird. that makes me think that, like, someone inside the Bureau, like, removed that information for the sake of, like, to cover it up.
I don't need to request.
Robert, born 1/12, 1965. So he was like 11 years her senior? Oof. I mean, once you're adults, it's not really a big deal. Okay. So I have written here the date of birth of Sarah and Robert. And I wrote down the color of the outfit in the other picture. And I wrote down, like, but both pictures, I wrote down what looks like the person is wearing. Just in case, like, I know that it's not the same style of clothing, but maybe, like many people have, like, a certain color preference, so that might be a place to start. Like, IRL, like, my favorite color is turquoise. I also really like the shade of yellow that I'm currently wearing, but I also really like turquoise, so I own a lot of things that are turquoise. Different, it doesn't really matter what shade, like whether or not you're thinking of artist's turquoise or painter's turquoise, because apparently, like, one of them is like more of a cyan while the other one is more, in my opinion, artist's turquoise is cyan, and then the deeper turquoise that's like really, really deep, that's teal. There's teal and turquoise, and like turquoise is like right in the middle of cyan and teal. He ate the chips and the wrapper. I like the way it looks with the red, so I'm gonna test that.
That's not right.
Aw. So how do we figure out whether we have the right thing or not?
No, that's not right. No, that's not right.
No. I like the red one, though.
No, that's not right. How can I find the date? Your wife was beautiful.
Yes, she always will be.
Do you remember what color dress she was wearing that day?
Why are you asking me these questions?
It could help you remember details.
I can't remember.
What were you doing before you left? Did you have your cell phone with you? Did you receive any calls?
Yes, I did. And I took a picture of Sarah.
What did you do after?
I sent it to my sister. I don't know how this is of any help.
Trust me, it is. Do you remember the date when this happened?
No, I don't. Sorry, Agent.
There's a text message from Karina. What's your sister's name?
Karina. I haven't seen her since, well...
Did she reply to that picture you sent her?
Yes. She commented on... She said she loved the color of the dress because it was her favorite color.
What is that?
Blue. Karina's favorite color is blue. It was our mother's favorite color as well.
What was your wife's dress color again?
Blue. It was blue.
It's amazing how things sometimes change. You know, our memory of things and what have you.
No, that's not right.
What do you mean?
Your wife was beautiful.
Yes, she always will be.
He looks so broken up and sad than what he was. I think they made him from a creative writing standpoint so much older than her because they wanted to make him really wrinkled and scrunkly in this part.
Do you remember the date when this happened?
No, I don't. Sorry, Agent.
I need to gather more info. My visions are too confused. What was your wife's dress color again?
Blue. It was blue.
I think it probably was at least... You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say maybe it was her birthday.
How can I find the time? Can you remember the time when you last met your wife?
No, I can't.
Do you remember the date when this happened?
No, I don't.
Because I would go out and guess that maybe it was like a birthday thing. Wait, no, anniversary. When did they get married? This is supposed to be like the last day that she was alive. And it wasn't it like a belated anniversary thing? And she was really sad about it. I probably need to play... Do I need to...
Robert, I want you to listen to this and tell me if it brings back any memories.
Mr. Goodman, let's go back to that last meeting with her. Was your wife upset that night?
Our anniversary was last Wednesday. She was sad I was going to spend another one away, so we had dinner at our favorite restaurant. But I had to leave from there, so we walked to the closest train station. I looked at my cell phone when I was leaving, and I told her it was our time. Inside joke. I handed her a note. The note said...
Any information you can give me from here?
The time. 9:30 p.m. It was something that Sarah always remembered from some date we had when we started going out. That was the time that night. Yes.
What about the note? What did the note say?
I don't remember. Don't you wish sometimes we could go back in time? I would have never left her that night.
What would I need to reenact that time?
Time! Purple time! Yay! Okay, so it wasn't her birthday. We need to look at the anniversary probably, and I might have to go back and...
Do you remember the date when this happened?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Sorry, Agent.
Doesn't remember his anniversary. So I think it was like...
Can you remember the time?
The time. 9:30 p.m. It was something that Sarah always remembered from some date we had when we started going out.
Okay. So I need to probably look at the... Go back.
Robert, please stay here.
Go back and look up and see in the database whether it says when did they get married. I want to get this done. A good stopping point would be after we get done with Robert, I think. Go back to the station. All right. So, no information on... No information about that. I guess like the puzzle is like completely contained. Whoops. Interrogation room. Ahoy! I'm gonna take a sip of water here. Well, that's a detail that I didn't have before.
Those two don't work together.
Oh.
This is obviously a suicide. At least it'll pass as one. We don't have time to deal with this.
Excuse me?
Don't you want to investigate further?
When you've been on the force as long as I have, you'll learn to pick the big cases from the ones that'll only suck up your resources and not go anywhere. We'll talk more outside.
She's not a good detective. Okay. Really? She wasn't paying attention. Look at this shit. Okay, cause like, she's supposed to be doing her fucking job, and she's putting in the corner here, like, don't forget to get milk, peanut butter, bread. Like, she's not fucking paying attention.
Do you remember any other details?
Oh, Sarah was romantic. She liked nice dinners with candles and having a song that was just for us. That night I handed her a note. The note said, well, it was something from a song called The Taking from Scarlet Furies. She told me several times that it was our song. So I wrote her something from those lyrics. I wish I'd paid attention to that stuff when it mattered.
Do you remember any...
Oh, Sarah was romantic. She liked nice dinners with candles and having a song that was just for us. That night I handed her a note. The note said, well, it was something from a song called The Taking from Scarlet Furies. She told me several times that it was our song. So I wrote her something from those lyrics. I wish I'd paid attention to that stuff when it mattered.
They picked a really good voice actor for him. He sounds good-hearted and sad. He's got that perfect, like, wet brown paper bag of a man.
I can't just tell it to him. He'd freak out. I have to find a more creative way of doing this. Do you remember the date?
No.
I can't.
Yeah, that's true. He'd just freak out.
I need to gather more. Is this a note? Maybe I can make him remember it. What station were they at? Did you give her something that day? Anything?
Yes, in fact I did. A note.
What did the note say?
I don't remember. It was... I saw her opening the note as the tea pulled away.
I can't... Robert, you mentioned the last time you saw your wife was at a train station. Can you remember what station it was?
Oh gosh. I don't remember what station it was, but I do remember I took her to a Thai restaurant on Boylston Street. Her favorite place. They have the best chicken curry in town. We went to the closest station on our way back.
Do you remember the name of the restaurant?
No. I'm sure I could remember if I hear the name.
This should help. I can't... Alright, what do we have here? What did the note say? I need to gather more info. What about the...
I'm sorry, Agent. I don't remember.
I can't... What did the note... I need to... No, that's...
I'm gonna go and guess, like, her death was like 2008, wasn't it? Oh, wait! Duh! I can go to the tombstone!
Robert,
She's got a
please stay here.
tombstone!
I have to get something done.
Don't take long.
Gotta go to the graveyard. Duh, that's what I'm missing. It's like, how do we find out the date? It's the date she died. And Cordelia's not there anymore.
Sarah Goodman.
Is it not letting me? Let me look at it.
Sarah Goodman. A loving wife, a life gone too soon. Yeah.
Well, I was wrong. Back to business, I suppose.
They changed this tape.
This is obviously a suicide.
Don't you want to investigate?
When you
It's very sloppy.
That won't work there.
Hmm. All right, I've got a good amount of it.
Robert,
Oh, gosh.
do you remember the name of the restaurant?
No. I'm sure I could remember if I hear the name.
This should help.
Maybe I need to talk to Sully about, like, different Thai restaurants and
Robert,
whatever.
please stay.
Don't take long.
Heyo.
Sully,
Erica?
I'm having a hard time with this. Maybe if I make him remember the date and time when he last saw his wife.
I don't know the time, but the recording said October the 12th. That was a Sunday. I was supposed to be at my mom's birthday that day, but I was stuck here.
That was your welcome to the life of an agent. So, if he said in the recordings that the last time he saw her was last Wednesday.
You know what you have to do.
Okay. That's helpful, actually.
Sully, in the tape from the interrogations, Robert mentions a note.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't remember what it said, though. Maybe Davies would. She has a better memory.
Yeah, but she isn't around. Where is she?
It's a shame that the tape is damaged. Maybe you can ask Terrence to restore it for you.
With everything on his plate, wouldn't be fast enough. Maybe I have another way. What would I need to reenact that time?
Excuse me?
Never mind. Just thinking out loud. Thank you, Jack.
All right, we got some good info. So Sunday, so I'm actually gonna doodle a little weekly thing. The Wednesday. So Sunday, Saturday. I'm looking down here and like writing, and I'm having to think because it's weird writing it all backwards. Saturday, Friday. Wait, I can just... Alright, I realized it doesn't matter whether I write it all forward or backward. I just need to write Monday through Friday. And Sunday's the 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th. So it was October the 8th at 9:30 is when that photo was.
No, that... Do you remember the date when this happened?
No.
October 12th on a Sunday. October 8th. Cutting my back with not cutting, but scratching my back with a chopstick. I had some pork dumplings that I'd bought at Kroger yesterday that I'd eaten. Although technically, rather than a dumpling, it really was gyoza, but that's not exactly something that most people will be able to differentiate at a Kroger, so they just called it a dumpling.
What was your wife's...
Blue.
Your wife was...
I have no idea what to do now. I do kind of want to take the tape.
October 12th, 2008.
Oh, okay.
Recordings of case 342980, Sarah Goodman's death. Mr. Goodman, can you recall the events of the last time you saw your wife?
It was last Wednesday. I had to leave again for a business trip.
What do you do, Mr. Goodman?
I'm the vice president of a goods export company. My job involves a lot of travel.
Did your wife approve of your lifestyle?
No, Sarah was never happy about it, especially after we moved to Boston. We lived in a small town in California, but with the promotion, I had to move to the headquarters.
Did your wife have any friends or acquaintances?
No, Sarah was very lonely.
Was she depressed?
Where are you going with this?
Please answer the question.
Yes, Sarah was on antidepressants, but she would have never done this to herself.
Mr. Goodman, let's go back to that last meeting with her. Was your wife upset that night?
Our anniversary was last Wednesday. She was sad I was going to spend another one away, so we had dinner at our favorite restaurant. But I had to leave from there, so we walked to the closest train station. I looked at my cell phone when I was leaving, and I told her it was our time. Inside joke. I handed her a note. The note said...
Damn. What would I need to reenact that time?
What would you need? Oh, restaurants, maybe.
Okay, let me look for that restaurant's name to help Robert. There we go. This should help Robert.
If it was curry, then maybe it was Curry Palace? No wonder I didn't figure this out. Like, the phone seems to be something that you're not really using most of the time. So, like, it comes out at left field. So it's probably basil leaf maybe, or like fusion noodles.
Okay, Robert, tell me if any of these ring a bell. Basil leaf.
That doesn't sound right.
Curry Palace.
Yes, the Curry Palace. That's the one.
Okay, we're making progress. Robert, you mentioned the last time you saw your wife was at a train station. Can you remember what station it was?
Oh, gosh. I don't remember what station it was, but I do remember I took her to a Thai restaurant on Boylston Street. Her favorite place. They have the best chicken curry in town. We went to the closest station on our way back.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of the restaurant?
Yes, the Curry Palace. That's the one.
So I have to look up on my phone. Open that up. The Curry Palace. The closest... The Curry Palace is the closest... Oh, your class is starting too soon. Talk to you later. Okay. Have a good time in class. Have some good learning. I'm getting close. My goal is to finish this, at least this, like, interrogation with this guy by 8 o'clock. I'm not going to be able to stay on here much longer than 8. Oh, shit. It's 7:57. But it said I may not be able to get this done. My dad has some things that he wants to do around the house, like defrost the refrigerator, which is going to be noisy. So I can't stay on here really long. So let's see. I think it's like either Back Bay or Copley is the closest. So let's try Back Bay first.
Robert, you mentioned the last...
gosh.
Do you remember the name of the restaurant?
Yes!
No, that's not right. No.
I don't think I'm doing things exactly the right way. I want to get this puzzle done because, like, I feel like if I don't... If I don't get this done... These two are like equal. Actually, you know what? I think Copley is closer to the Curry Palace. Because it seems like it's connected to this road. Whereas if we went to Back Bay, we'd have to kind of go this way and around. So Copley is closer, I think. Question mark. Oh! Bing bong! We get to jog his memory.
Oh, this is it. This is the song. The Taking by the Scarlet Furies. Oh, this is it. This is the song. The Taking by the Scarlet Furies. Sully and I have some history together.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna have to
Please
do
stay here.
is I'm gonna
I
have
to get
Sully
something done.
call me
Don't take long.
while I'm in here to get him to jog his memory. I'm gonna see if that's a thing I can do.
Sully?
Oh, I can't.
Sully.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't remember what it's...
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Without...
Excuse...
Never mind. Thank you, Jared.
Any...
So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the stream really soon, if not now. I'm gonna see if I can do one more thing.
I can't... What about the note?
I'm sorry,
I think I'm gonna have to finish this puzzle tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next week. Because I can't stay along today. So...
Robert, please stay here. I have to get something done.
Don't take long.
Oh, I really don't want to leave this hanging, though. What else do I need? Ah!
Sorry. I thought I had set this to vibrate.
That
What about it?
song. That's our song. Oh, the note I wrote her had a phrase from that song. And though the rest I'm bound to lose, the one thing I'll take with me is you. This is strange.
It's a great song, and maybe it's a sign. I really do think I can help you, Robert.
Big ball.
What was that?
And though the rest I'm bound to lose, the one thing I'll take with me is you.
Getting somewhere. And though the rest I'm bound to lose, the one thing I'll take with me is you.
Do you remember the date when this happened?
No. I remember now. I remember clearly. I took a picture of Sarah before we walked down to Copley Station. Sarah had that look on her face. I knew exactly what it was.
God, this station is dirty.
They need the janitor from our station. What's his name again?
Mr. Longmore. Anthony.
Anthony, yes. He's a nice man.
Yeah, he's one of the only friends I have.
You have to make an effort to like this city.
It feels like our life is a long string of goodbyes.
And hellos. Sarah, you know this is what I do for a living. Here, I wrote this for you. I could only find a napkin. I love you, Sarah.
Your train is here.
I'll be back before you know it. That was the last time I ever saw her alive. After I found her hanging in our apartment, my job, none of it made sense anymore. You have your name now. Am I free to go, Agent Reed?
Robert, I'm going to do my best to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, thank you. For Sarah's sake. You're a kind woman. I know it's none of my business, but you mentioned a brother who'd been murdered. Whatever happened to him, let it go. Don't end up where I did.
Someday you'll know. It's what I tell myself. My aunt died. And there's a lot that we don't know about what happened or why it happened. And I comfort myself with the knowledge. In the Bible, they talk about there is no secret that will not be unturned. There is no knowledge that will remain unknown. And if not in this life, in the next life, justice will prevail and I will learn what happened to my aunt. And I know that the religiousness of my statement will not be a comfort for everyone. And I respect that. But it is my comfort. And I hope and pray that anyone else who is dealing with the injustice of death and in no matter what its form, is able to find solace and justice somehow. Or at the very least, peace. I think that's the best that we can ask for sometimes. I wish you peace. And that's our stream for today. I hope that wasn't too sad of a note. Let's see who is online right now so that I can toss some people over. Let's go, say hello to... Let's read this person. This person's doing some crocheting, so yeah, let's do that. Have a good day, everyone.